What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Erico, and today is officially the XYZ festival. Now there's gonna be many decks running around, and right here I'm gonna basically show you guys what I think is the best 5 decks to go in there, take this event by storm and just climb to the top. However they're gonna do with giving out medals and everything. Now we are very heavy on pendulum magicians here. If we are allowed to pendulum summon, you best believe I'm gonna come out with pendulum exceeds. You guys will see it here first, but without further ado, let's check out what's going on with the best 5 decks. All right, so right here we have Burning Abyss. Now this isn't the specific build that I would recommend you guys run. Just remember, for all of these decks I'm gonna show, I just copied public decks, but this is the basic core of the deck that you guys want to play. I would recommend 3 tour guides versus the 2 here, but Burning Abyss has power plays. You got cards like Dante, you got cards like number 49, you got Beatrice, just going into your, just pushing, all your cards in the graveyard. All these cards have graveyard effects once they enter the graveyard. You guys have, access to Zenmain. Zenmain is a very good defensive card, to sit on as well. Back in the day, this deck was, considered the best deck of the format, but one Zeus is gonna be played in every deck because it's to 1. I don't know why this guy had 2, but this is my sort of my hot take when it comes to XYZ decks. But this is for sure on my top 5. I would recommend you guys build a version of Burning Abyss / Phantom Knights. I'm gonna throw at this as a bonus. It wasn't gonna be there, but Burning Abyss / Phantom Knights, because you could definitely splash these 2 archetypes. It's always been done in the past, but I'm not gonna go too heavy into the Phantom Knights. But yes, that's top 5. Coming in at number 4, Dinosaurs. Now Dinosaurs on its own, you don't need link monsters. The current builds play Linkaribo and all that extra stuff, but you honestly do not need that to go full power dinos. This man right here is your boss monster, and the fact that you have Solemn Judgment for free on legs plus a monster negates right here, it's just insane. You have access, they're dinosaurs. You can make rank 4s out like no tomorrow. You have access to Evil Storm, Cyanide Knight. What else? It's just so much utility you get off this deck. And not only that, you can make true king of all calamities. And this card is basically, you summon it, you instantly win the game. It's very difficult. It just shuts off all of your effects. And this deck right here, honestly, I would say it would be top 3, but I'm showing it as the 4th. But I just think that other decks have more strategies to combat this. But this deck right here is super consistent. I would recommend taking a look at Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs is something very crazy. Do not sleep on these guys. They will explode and just beat you if you don't stop the right combination of plays. And yeah. All right, let's go on to number 3. Now for our number 3 pick, we're going Utopia Exceed. The whole Utopic Automatopoeia, that engine it's a starter deck. You could get this for 1,500 gems. That is insane. And these utopic cards, they get strong. They get crazy stupid strong and just like steal games. You know, you could like it's just as simple as that. You can steal games with this deck, and it's insane. You know, Utopia has so much support. I personally do not play this deck. I played against it in the ladder. I lost to one Utopic deck. They summoned this guy and just like negated almost everything I did. It destroyed me. Utopic is not a, you know, deck to sleep on. I would recommend, if you're on the budget side, if you don't like whatever loner decks they give you, Utopic is the way to go. I'm sure you already have crafted, you know, your URs, impermanence, Call by the Grave, you know, stuff like that. So this is definitely a good pick if you are looking, you know, to get into, you know, Utopics. All right, for our number 2 spot, I'm gonna have to give it to Zoodiac. So Zoodiac, Zoo, pure Zoo, not going, you know, Tri-Brigade for obvious reasons. You can't link. Zoodiac is gonna be insane. Now I'm gonna tell you why I put this in number 2 versus what I'm about to put in number 1. But you know, you have access to just like, you know, keep linking off. One monster exceeds, and then you could always go to Trident, pop cards. You know, you could Deuce right after you're done. You have 2, you know, of the same rank you're gonna have most of the time. Definitely use the Utopic Future engine, and then just end off on Utopia F0, which is insane that this is even a card, but yeah. Zoodiac just got so much search. You got Forbidden Droplets that work nice in this deck as well. I just would recommend, you know, running Zoodiac. This is gonna be arguably number 1, number 2 in the whole XYZ Festival metagame. Now let's go to number 1. All right, so Eldlich is gonna be number 1. Now the only reason I put this above Zoodiac, you know, again, don't reference this deck list. This deck list is mainly here for reference. They could use cards like Skill Drain. Skill Drain is very, very impactful when it comes to, you know, many other decks like Zoodiac. Kind of depends on their, you know, effects. You know, Utopia, who else? All the other decks that I mentioned, you know, rely on effects. Skill Drain, you know, Skill Drain's gonna be played. They could utilize Skill Drain. Let me just type it up. They could use Skill Drain very, very well, and they're gonna be playing 3 of these. And you know, the only reason I'm even calling this for an Exceed deck, because they usually have access to Rail Cannon and can actually, you know, just detach one and inflict damage. Like, you know, they do have access to go into, you know, Exceeds, and that's unfortunate. This is a 10. This is a 10 right here. You could summon 2, you know, 2 Eldlich with this card right here. Unfortunately, you know, this deck takes skill to play. No, it doesn't. Never. But what do you call it? I would just recommend, if you really want to be a fucking, well, you want to be a sweaty, try hard, you play this deck. You play this deck right here. Unfun, but it's not like can't beat this deck, but it's just gonna be the most consistent if that's what you're looking for. But yeah, those are my top 5 best Exceed you know, decks out here for Master Duel. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll bring you some more content next time. Peace.